Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to the 33rd episode of my survival series. So off camera I did a little bit of work on the interior, but this episode I am really pressed for time. So pressed for time that I only have 30 minutes to do everything for this video. And it is outrageous just how pressed I got. So off camera, I gathered a metric crap ton of hoppers and a ton of blaze rods, and this is so that in this one episode, in 30 minutes, Javamonk, will build a super smelter. So, the timer shall begin now. 30 minutes. Here we go. Now, one thing I'm going to try to do as part of this challenge is to try to do it all in one clip. That is really going to be the challenging part because essentially I'm going to have to keep you guys entertained with my voice. So it's not entirely unlike the live streams. But yeah, I do, however, have the ability to emergency cut in case something goes wrong, which hopefully nothing goes wrong. So for this super smelter, let me just grab a bunch of cobblestone. Put all that back. Let's see. So there's 8 cobblestone per furnace. This will get me 2 stacks of furnaces. I sure hope that's enough. If not, I just gotta jump down to the storage system and grab more. Right then. So this super smelter is gonna go on the 2nd floor of this mansion in a designated area where... Oh, that only made half a stack of furnaces. Crap. Okay, we'll make do. So let's see. What I need now is rails, which of course I don't have here. That would just be too smart, wouldn't it? So first, let me show you the area where I'm going to build this monstrosity of a contraption. And yes, this J is going to change, but it's not going to be this episode. So, here I have the super smelter room laid out, and it actually takes over 2 rooms. And this is so that we can max out, or at least make things as efficient as possible. And some other project I started off camera was I started raiding end cities. So, here's the loot I've gotten so far. I'm not about to unload it here, because I don't have time to do that. But the ultimate goal for this and for these end city raiding missions is to get a shulker box full of shulker shells. Why? That will be revealed on episode 42, which I'm just gonna say it outright right now. It's going to be a special episode, a super special episode, because after all, 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. For those of you Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans. So let's first clear out this room, and then we can begin work. And let's see, that right there is for the coarse plant farm, which doesn't work at its max efficiency. I haven't AFK'd at it since I built that thing, because I haven't needed purple. But if I ever do, I know that I could just AFK at one of those machines. On episode 26, I tried to make it so that I could AFK at 2 different coarse plant farm machines that I built, and AFK at 2 of them at the same time. That hasn't worked yet, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get that sort of thing to work. And it looks like I dropped some floor bits down there. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to have to cram everything into some pretty messy shulker boxes. There we go. Let's just dedicate this thing to whatever stuff I find in the room. Let's see, those are my ender chests. Just got to pull out an ender pearl. And jump down, and out we go. Ta-da. And patch up the floor. Ta-da. Okay. I'm still going to need this axe. So this super smelter is going to take over the entire room here. Well, the entire 2 rooms. And the way I'm going to make this super smelter work is I'm just basically going to have a whole bunch of furnaces and a whole bunch of hopper minecarts, or chest minecarts, going around distributing the fuel and the items needed to smelt. That will distribute the items pretty much as evenly as you can get it. So that's going to that will ensure that the furnaces are more or less synchronized. See, I would build a design by Ilmango, which I know he has one of a super smelter, but unfortunately, again, I'm out of time, so we're just gonna have to make do with a quick and dirty super smelter that hopefully is going to actually work. I haven't done any testing in creative mode. So here's the basic idea. We're going to have a rail system going over here. That was really weird. Okay, that is weird. So I'm going to have rails going back and forth, where I'm going to have a hopper minecart gather all the materials that come smelting out of the furnaces. So the furnaces are actually going to be up on this level, right here. Right then. So now all we got to do is lay out the furnaces. So in order for this automatic smelting system to work, I need need to position the hoppers correctly. So we need hoppers on top. This is where all the items that we're actually going to smelt. All the items we're going to smelt are going to come through these hoppers, and they will be distributed by a separate line. But furnaces don't work at all without fuel, so we're going to need a separate line of hoppers right here to distribute all the fuel. And this second line of hoppers is really what's going to stop me from filling this entire room with nothing but furnaces, because I still got to get fuel in there. And if I fill the entire place with furnaces, it's going to be close to impossible. It's going to be impossible. It's going to be impossible to place in the fuel for the furnaces. So here we go. Let's at least have these furnaces facing front out towards the doorway. That's not the right way. There we go. Okay. Whoop. And man, hoppers are expensive. So, just gotta finish placing up all these hoppers. This is very much like live streaming. So, here we go. We're down to the sideways facing hoppers. And so, since the sideways facing hoppers are going to be facing this direction in both ways, that would mean that at best, this might be, we might be able to get away with placing a furnace here. In fact, I'm pretty sure we will be able to. So, put a hopper on top of there, and then, how can I make this as efficient as possible? I suppose I could have a whole bunch of furnaces over here, like this. So we have the furnaces going along here, and looks like I'm gonna be running out of furnaces. And we're gonna have to take a stop up at the big island above the mansion. We're gonna have to take a stop there to get all the rails that we need. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just maybe we just need to stop at the storage system. Right then. Here we go. Just placing in the scaffolding. The scaffolding will go away, and the thing is, it's going to be rather difficult to do that, except I have an elytra, which gives me the ability to apparently shove my head inside of blocks like this. But as you can see by this point of view, I can actually kind of crawl under blocks, which is going to be super helpful, and it's pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to gain access and place in the rails to remove all the items from the furnace system once it's done smelting. So I'm gonna quick light this up, and it looks like we've got to take another trip down to the storage system. Here we go. So as for responses to my Google Drives, they have been fantastic so far. And even though I've only got a few, they've been super valuable. For example, I put up a poll asking if, like, basically suggestions for what programs I could use to record a third-person time-lapse. Now, I did do that in episode... Excuse me. I did do that sort of thing in episode 29, I believe. Yeah, it was episode 29. That was a long episode, especially to edit. Man. So, episode 29 had 4 time-lapses in it, one of which was third person. Unfortunately, that had so many problems that I could really only use it for recording the process of having the flying machines clear out the ocean. So, what I'd like to do is figure out a better way to accomplish that. Come on, get it. Get in there. There we go. Okay. Let's finish placing up all these furnaces. In case you're wondering, the reason why I'm not doing any cuts is because I figured that would make an otherwise boring and excruciatingly short video. That's what would make this video interesting. At least, I think anyways. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. So, a little bit of a sneak preview into the future, since I'm doing a rather monotonous task here. I am considering making a tutorial for the 3D printer, which it's outside of my course, it's my most viewed video that's not a tutorial. So I'm thinking turning it into a tutorial. So let me know what you guys think of the idea, because after all, this channel is here for you. So you guys decide what goes on in. Now, I think I got myself in a bit of a pickle, because how am I supposed to launch the actual minecart systems? Here we go. This should fix the problem. Just need 2 blocks of leeway. Whew. Okay. How am I doing on time? 17 minutes. Wow. Okay. That went by really quickly. I'm wondering if I can even get this done in the short amount of time that I have. Okay. So let me go see if I can find some rails. I'm hoping they're in the bulk storage system. If not, I'm gonna have to take a flight up to the big island, which somebody actually suggested calling it Monkmas Island. I like the idea. I have a feeling it's referencing something. I'm not entirely sure what it's referencing. Probably from some obscure game that I've never heard of. It might not even be obscure, I just never heard of it. Let's see, what did I need here again? Gosh, this happens all the time. I start talking and then I forget what I'm here for. Oh yeah, rails. Let's see, they're over here. Beautiful. Okay. Let's grab a whole bunch of these. And let's continue. Okie dokie. And now my throat is drying out. So, real quick, without cutting, I'm going to take a drink of water. Here I am. I'm back. It's almost like doing a live stream. Okay. Now. Whoop. Don't drop the redstone shulker box. Okay. Here we go. Redstone torches. I suppose I could just get away. I could just get away with using redstone blocks. Not a big deal. I have a witch farm. So, here we go. In we are. Now, here's the rail layout that's gonna go on. So, over here is gonna be the launching station for these minecart chests, which are gonna go along here. So this here is gonna be the fuel rail line right here. Just gonna go right over the top of all these hoppers. Okay. This may be a bit complicated. Let's see. Oh, cool. Looks like hoppers don't insist on shoving items into furnaces when they can't be smelted. That's good. That's pretty good news. Okay then. Looks like we're gonna have to do some rail shenanigans here. Right then. I guess let's place the redstone block there. Now, in order to actually get it over here, Minecart's just gonna have to do that. There we go. So the minecart is gonna go along the rail and jump over, go along this curve and bump against that block there, and then bounce back, and it should go on this second line over here. Okay, we will test that. Excuse me. We will test that to make sure it actually works, as we always do. Let's see. Okay. So far so good. Okay. Just need some redstone blocks to power the rails. Okay, that seemed to have powered everything. And now the question is, does it actually work? Let's test it. I'm running low on ender pearls. Good to have some in my ender chest. And thanks to my end city rating, I've been gathering loads of ender pearls, which is fantastic. Righty then. So we need a minecart. Let's see. I'm just gonna grab some ingots from downstairs. So I'm also gonna need a button. Should I have one over here? Yep, there's a button. Okay, so might as well just go full way and just put in a chest minecart into the test it straight out with a chest minecart. I know that chest minecarts will evenly distribute them on the furnaces, so that really doesn't need to be tested. So on top of that, I really don't have any massive smelting jobs for the mass smelting system to even smelt. Okay, and I'm out of food. Not anymore. Here we are. Okay, iron. Perfect. That's just enough to craft the minecart. Go. And I do have some. I did drop some wood off here. Let's get some wood. Make a chest. And minecart chest. Here we go. Back up to the top. How am I doing on time? 11 minutes. Okay. So, I guess this is going to be the one of maybe 2 tests. I don't know, if this doesn't work, then well, it should work. Theoretically it works. Okay. Place a block there. And now let's send this minecart chest on its way. Whoops. Okay. I guess we're not gonna have much of a view of it, are we? Whoop. It just bounced back, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that means it works. Uh-oh. And I just lost it. Okay. Let's just try to get some of it back. Here we go. There's the minecart. Now where's the chest? Who knows? I think the chest just disappeared. Where did the chest go? It's kind of weighing me now. But okay. The point is, it works. Marvelous. Now then, what we need here is another row of furnaces, but first, let's get this top line of the furnace line working. This is going to actually, this minecart chest that's going to go on top of here is going to distribute the items that need to be smelted. The job of this hopper minecart is going to be to distribute the items among these furnaces. And of course, furnaces aren't looks like furnaces aren't too picky about what items go into them to be smelted, but they're really picky about their fuel. Interesting. Okay. Sounds like we're in a bit of a pickle again. Well, I guess that means, I mean, really the only way I can think of fixing this is to remove this furnace. Okay. There we go. Now we can just make this loop up and around. I sure hope that's still going to unload items. But okay. Now what? Okay. I suppose something like this. That means this corner furnace is gonna be not used. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, which means we can we can skimp on this hopper. Oh, and that means this rail system just got much simpler. So, rather than having these crazy shenanigans going on with minecart curving and all that pizzazz, instead, yeah, we still got the bonanza going on. Okay, that didn't actually do anything. What did it? Hang on a minute. Did that actually do anything? I'm gonna need a lever there. But let's see. Will this work? What I'm thinking is have a kind of, whoops. Okay. So here's the plan. That's, whoops. Man, this pickaxe is too efficient. Okay then. So that got that line in, and then we can just do that. I wonder if that's gonna work. I sure hope it will. Except it didn't. Fine. This furnace is not gonna be used either. Or at least the hopper is not gonna. The hopper for the fuel is not gonna be there. It's gonna be in line with everything else. Okay. Let's grab this furnace here. There we go. Here we are. And there we go. Now we just gotta curve this minecart track. Ta-da! Neat. As for this, we can save on that redstone block there. And we can still have this go up and over like this. And just gotta place a redstone block there. Ta-da! And now this powered rail line can just continue on its way. Continue on its merry little way, all the way to the end. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, here we go. I'm happy I stocked up on these rails here. Okay. There we go. Let's not put the hopper there. Instead, we can just put the hopper... Come on, jump in. There we go. Instead, we can just put the hopper there. Ta-da! Okay. Let's see. Can I squeeze another layer of furnaces, like, over here? Sure. Let's try it. How much time have I got? 5 minutes. Oh dear. Okay. 5 minutes of placing down furnaces and explaining what's going on. So, that means I've already spent 25 minutes doing this? Wow, that went by fast. Okay. I'm not about to jump over and just grab the ender chest from there. Instead, this is why I bring ender chests with me everywhere I go. So I can just do this. Even though my ender chest is... I have an ender chest downstairs, and I have an ender chest right outside this room. Okay. Here we go. Doop-a-doop. And I think this is going to be the last line of furnaces. So now, that's going to be kind of a pain to wire around. I suppose I can just have a gap. Here we go. I'm happy I gathered most of the resources that I needed. Okay. Here we go. And the last hoppers are going in. There we go. And that is the last hopper. Now I just gotta place the hoppers on top of this. There we go. And then all we gotta do is just place the rails on top. And then we gotta place the rails on the bottom, which after that we're gonna need some redstone to actually unload the we're gonna need some redstone stuff to unload the minecart that's gonna go underneath the furnaces. And I'm gonna need a minecart loading station to load in the items that I need to smelt. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And that's going to be the last of this redstone line. So after that happens, the hopper minecart can just bounce back and go all the way along the track again, all the way until it gets back to over here, where it can be loaded again. Okay, as for this line here, it's going to have to take a bit of a longer route. Let's see. Cool. We can be efficient with our redstone block placement. Alright. Running very, very low on time. But here we go. Let's just place in these last few rails. The file size on this video is probably going to be enormous because I don't normally record in this capacity all at once. Here we go. I don't record this amount of video all at once unless it's a time lapse. And even then, I usually do something with turning down the quality of the video. Okay, that's that taken care of. So now, let's see. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds. So here we go. We can just go in and clear out all these gold blocks here. And at least see what we can do with the minecart rail track that's supposed to go underneath all these furnaces, which is going to collect all of the items that come out of these furnaces. Okay. Oops. Guess we can't really do that, can we? Nope. Okay. Looks like we can't hold shift while ducking under with an elytra. So while this would be an awesome way to go mining, it doesn't seem very efficient. Or at least it's a lot more dangerous than initially thought. Okay. There we go. Just gotta clear out these last few gold blocks. And then just place as many of these rails as we can before the timer runs out. Darn it, can't reach there. Okay. This is a really weird perspective of placing rails. And gold blocks, I have a arm for them. It's not too big of a deal. And that was the timer running out. So let me real quick get out and we can record the outro. And that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And there was a creeper right there. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I never have to do this sort of thing again, but with exam season and just life taking over, it is rather, this may be happening a couple times again. So it was a lot of fun to do, albeit rather stressful, but still quite fun. So I hope you enjoyed this rather unusual episode, and I will see you next week on Friday or Saturday morning. Bye.